Hey guys, so the stats came out the other day, and so let's talk about them. All right, so this is Toronto Real Estate Board stats. I focused on 416 detached and 416 condo. Let's take a deeper look. First of all, you'll notice the Toronto unemployment rate is at 8.4%. Stats Canada today will come out with their updated unemployment report. I'm looking to see if this matches the report that will come out today. Total MLS prices are quite similar to last year. So this is all residential housing types in all TRREB districts. And this is historical. So this is the historical for 2024 at the bottom, and then the yearly up above. You can see the average that we ended the year at versus other past years, and the amount of transactions last year versus other past years. Next, we'll take a look at year over year, right? So sales down 7.9%, new listings up, active listings up, average price slightly up, days on market pretty much the same as before, as last year, right? Now, 416 condos makes up about 20% of all TRREB sales. Okay, so it's a huge indicator and can have huge effects on the market. 20% of all Toronto Real Estate Board residential sales is 416 condos. 416 condos ended up at 691,039 with 747 transactions. Both of those are down. In fact, in January, we haven't had an average sale price under 700,000 since 2021. In August 2024, the average sale price ticked below to 681, but then went above 700,000. Other than that, the last full year of under 700,000 was 2020. Now, for 416 detached, we had 351 transactions, which was slightly higher than last year, 342, and the year before, which was 318. But 2022 was 476, 2021 was 522. Our average, kind of where we should be for January and 416 detached, should be somewhere in the high 400s, 500 transaction range. No new 416 detaches are being built, like no subdivisions. So inventory in that will remain higher price, lower transaction. In fact, it's where the 905 here is, you see all the massive declines in transactions, and so a lot of the 905 was pumped up very high in pandemic and low interest rate era, and a lot of them are going power sale. So you'll see more power sales in the 905 than you will the 416. Which leads me to this report about bankruptcies in Canada. Personal bankruptcies have ticked up, and also corporate bankruptcies. And I think a lot of the personal bankruptcies are tied with housing. And CMHC data confirms the feds are not anywhere near their target on housing builds. Ontario is a big player in that too. Nothing is really being built to any scale in Ontario at all. Now, the condo problem in Toronto is centralized to downtown, and mainly smaller units, right? And the whole grift peak thing of people getting so excited about 1,200 or 1,800 square foot and all that kind of stuff. That's like gone. That's gone, guys. Even as rates come down, there's a couple of things affecting it as well. The foreign buyer ban is affecting um, transaction levels in Toronto, for sure. The anti-flipping laws that are out affecting it as well. Toronto's crackdown on Airbnbs and things like that uh, all has an effect. All of these cooling policies that the government has brought in since 2021, or last time they've been reelected, has a cooling effect in the macro, and Toronto feels it specifically because it's a large city. No, interest rates have started to tick down, of course, and Wawa is showing a number of rates underneath 4% in Ontario for fixed 5-year terms on insured or insurable mortgages. How this reacts to the first time buyers really depends on your situation, but I don't see any huge boost just because of the macros of the economy and the uncertainty with what's going on with the US and the Ontario election, what's going on with the federal government and when that election will come and things like that. So kind of beware about people trying to pump the market based on just pure kind of speculation. There's, depending on what you're looking for and depending on where you want to live and whether it's a detached or a townhouse or a semi or a condo and what part of the city you want to live in and all that kind of stuff will have an effect on how you experience the transaction on your local level, right? Depending on what you're looking for and price points and things like that. Some things like a rare semi-detached or a bungalow or a 2-bedroom 1,000 square foot condo could have heated activity because there's less of those kinds of things in the market in that particular area that you're looking for. Greater affordability in the Toronto region is on the east side, so Scarborough going into Durham. It's always been that way, and that continues to remain. We wish everybody would have a crystal ball, but my best educated guess is active and new listings will continue to tick up as we get into closer to the spring and March markets. That's always the case. How many buyers coming into the market remains to be seen. There should be a tick up, a seasonality tick, right? So just be careful on your price points, and if that thing that you're buying can get appraised at the value you want to buy it for and things like that. Don't get caught up into the fear of missing out. Don't get caught up into over exaggerated multiple offer situations and things like that. And if you're shopping for a 416 condo, definitely you should not be overpaying on a 416 condo, on a Toronto condo right now at all. There's lots of maneuvers to really bargain on and get concessions from the seller and negotiations on price and things like that. Also avoid going full on in without terms such as waiving financing and home inspections and things like that. This is not the market to do any of that stuff with, so be careful out there and make sure your buyer agent's fighting for you.